Hyaluronic acid is one of the simplest ways to hydrate the skin to keep it plump, healthy, and provide a strong skin barrier. It's one of my favorite ingredients because it's a humectant that actually retains moisture and it's capable of binding over 1,000 times its own weight in water. And as we age, the production of our own hyaluronic acid, along with collagen and elastin, decrease, making our skin lose volume, hydration, and plumpness. So to combat this and provide a quick fix, hyaluronic acid steps in to save the day. And in today's video, we'll be comparing two of the most popular hyaluronic acid serums on the market: the Vichy Mineral 89 serum versus the Roche Posay Hyalu B5 serum. Definitely stay tuned to the end and you'll know exactly which one is better and why you would want to go with that one. I've been getting a lot of questions on different products and I'll be making more comparison videos in the future just like this one with a lot more products, so make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Also, if you learned anything in this video, take 2 seconds to give it a like down below, as this really helps out my channel. So to make this video hopefully easy to follow and easy to refer back to, I'll first start out with what the Vichy Mineral 89 has in common with the Roche Posay Hyalu B5. Then I'll break them down each into their own respective components, weigh the pros and cons so you don't have to, and then finish it off with my final take. And for full disclosure guys, I purchased these myself and this isn't a sponsored video, so my review is totally mine and I think it's good to be transparent about that. So please like the video if you enjoy transparency. Now, both of these guys contain the AHA citric acid to really adjust the pH to a safe level. There are no sulfates in either of them, and they're both serums that contain hyaluronic acid and can be safely used in fungal acne. There's a total of 7 ingredients in them that they share in common, like some of my favorite ones being glycerin, which will help you retain moisture on your face even more, caprylyl glycol that gives the skin that nice soft feel that you're looking for, and butylene glycol, which helps the product to spread nicely on the face, as well as being a good solvent for other ingredients. And one thing to note here on the hyaluronic acid products is the fact that these two both use sodium hyaluronate as its hyaluronic acid. This is because it may have a smaller molecular size, which allows it to penetrate the skin even better. And in skincare, a good rule of thumb is the lower the weight of the ingredient, the more it's able to enter the skin. This is known as the 500 Dalton rule. Anything that's smaller than 500 Daltons, the product can easily penetrate through the skin's surface. Now, let's dive a little deeper and start with the first one here, the Vichy Mineral 89 serum. You might be thinking, what's the 89 all about? Well, it combines 89% mineralizing thermal water. The 89% concentration of Vichy volcanic water is where Mineral 89 gets its name. And the volcanic water in this serum, which by the way comes from the depths of the French volcanoes, is formulated to strengthen your skin's natural defenses against both the internal and external exposures that we face that can cause up to 80% of skin aging, one of them being pollution, which is terrible for the skin barrier. So I found that very unique because in the volcanic water itself, there's also about 15 essential minerals. You get calcium, iron, manganese, potassium, to name a few. And right away when you apply it, and by the way, I recommend using hyaluronic acid after cleansing your face with a gentle cleanser. And while your skin is still damp, press a couple of drops into the face with the palms of your hands. And don't forget to apply the moisturizer immediately afterwards to seal in all the hydration. Right away after using just 2 drops and spreading it evenly throughout my skin, the formula just glides so effortlessly and absorbs pretty much very quickly. A lot of people wonder if it's heavy. It's actually the opposite. It's thick in a way that makes your skin feel glossy, but lightweight enough that you can easily layer it with other products or makeup, and it promises to deliver up to 24 hours of hydration after. Now, one thing I noticed is that it can make your skin feel just a tad bit sticky, but I found that having a thorough cleanse just before applying it helps offset that. But hey, if you are one that is looking for a great primer, then this might work just as planned for you. Let's dive a little deeper and look at what makes Vichy Mineral 89 unique from the Roche Posay Hyalu B5. There are three things that immediately stood out to me and hopefully can help you in the decision process. The first is that it has a total of 11 ingredients, just 11. That's actually really unheard of these days. The only other brands I see pride themselves with simple and minimal ingredients are The Ordinary, which I'm happy to see Vichy remove filler and non-essential ingredients as well. The second thing is that it contains no fragrance. If you're someone who likes to know what you put on your face, then you'll appreciate that they don't use fragrance here. As with fragrance, you really don't know what the ingredients are in fragrance, and most likely you'll never find out either. The third notable ingredient that stood out to me is usually with hyaluronic acid. It's common to see alcohol with them, but with Vichy 89, there is no denatured alcohol. Now, am I against alcohol and ingredients? Not entirely, because remember, fatty alcohols like stearyl alcohol have emollient and occlusive characteristics, but on the other hand, denatured alcohol can also be very drying if it's in the first few ingredients on the ingredient list. And some experts even think that regular exposure to alcohol damages the skin barrier and can cause inflammation, but that's still debated and for another discussion. So you don't have to worry about the alcohol being an issue with the Vichy 89. Also guys, if you are liking the video, take 2 seconds to like the video down below. Now let's get back into it. Now let's dive into the Roche Posay Hyalu B5 serum, and right away you'll notice that this comes in the form of a dropper and not a pump. So if you like the classical dropper method, then this one can be more convenient for you to control the amount you like to use. I really also like the color of the bottle too. It's a nice blue color that I found pretty cool. The instructions say to apply 3 to 4 drops of this face serum in the morning and the evening to the face and neck. And when you first apply it, and I can tell that this one feels a little bit more like slime feeling, and some people may not like that consistency, but remember, a serum has to be thick for it to work. And after rubbing it in, it absorbs pretty much just as smoothly and evenly as the Vichy Mineral 89, and actually feels a little less stickier once it's all rubbed in, which doesn't bother me, but I find it may be helpful for you to know that. And as far as the smell goes, which some have complained about, I really don't find the smell that bad. And yes, something to note is that with the Roche Posay one, this one does contain a fragrance that you can smell, but the fragrances used in it are tested on allergy-prone skin, and no known reactions were found. Just thought I had to mention it. The 4 notable ingredients that stood out to me and were quite impressive were the first one being that it contains the ingredient metacasoside. And if you don't know, metacasoside is rich in amino acids, beta-carotene, fatty acids, and phytochemicals, and lab studies suggest that metacasoside can actually increase the skin's own natural hyaluronic acid production. So I found that as a unique way to work with the skin's natural processes instead of just finding a quick fix to hydration issues. Secondly, it contains vitamin B5, otherwise known as panthenol, which soothes red skin that is more so inflamed. I like panthenol in the fact that it has been shown to have an anti-inflammatory effect on UV-induced redness from the sun. So let's say if your sunscreen wears off, the panthenol in the serum can act as an extra layer of protection from the sun, which I think is a brilliant ingredient. The third notable thing that stood out is the fact that it includes tocopherol, which is vitamin E's antioxidant power that can lessen the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. That's why with this serum, some have reported that their skin feels a lot firmer and more supple after a few applications. And fourthly, in addition to sodium hyaluronate, it contains hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid as well, which is even a lower molecular weight hyaluronic acid. Think of it as a super chopped up version that is ultra small. The fact that there are 2 versions of hyaluronic acid in this really helps ensure your skin really gets enough of all of it pushed in right in there. Now, no video is complete without really addressing some concerns with both products, because remember, this is all about transparency. And as far as both of them go, they really don't reveal how much hyaluronic acid you're getting and to what size of the acid you're using. And I know that it's really difficult to quantify that, but some clarity on that would be awesome. Also, both of them are unfortunately not cruelty free, and I hope that that could change one day. As far as the Vichy goes, the ingredients in it are really hard to nitpick against because there isn't a lot of ingredients in it. And I feel as if your skin is more sensitive, I would definitely be leaning more towards it because I don't understand why the La Roche-Posay had to have a fragrance in it, because if you have an intolerant skin, it can cause it to react even though it's been allergy tested. Actually, if it hadn't had the fragrance in it, I would have leaned more towards it if I was looking for a good all-purpose hyaluronic acid, which is why if I were to pick one, I would actually go ahead and pick the Vichy 89 Mineral Serum instead. But if, let's say, I don't have any issues with fragrances and I want to target wrinkles and fine lines more, then I would actually opt for the La Roche-Posay one, as it contains even more hyaluronic acid and vitamin E. That's not to say that both of these products are not effective and safe in any way, because they are. In fact, they're both highly recommended by dermatologists around the world and have incredible sales and reviews. Like this video if you learned anything, and leave a comment down below if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer them. And until then, I aspire to see you all live your best life possible, and I'll see you guys on the next one.